Okay, so in this rendering here, we're going to talk a little bit about layers and hidden entities and the usefulness of layers. We just finished drawing a title block, which I'm going to go back to and do another video on, in which we built a series of layers defining our line types. We did a hidden layer, a center line, we did an object layer. But what you're going to see here is this is a drawing of a car, and in this car, not only are there select colors for certain things, and this is not a rendering, so things look a little unordered, but if it were rendered, the hidden things would be shown hidden and the body panels and parts over top of it. However, if you look up in here, I don't know if you can see where I'm pointing here. Right up here, my layer box, okay? If you click on that and look down, look at all the different layers here that we have. All right, here's one for engine, exhaust, front window. And you know what? I could just start turning these off. And as I turn them off, stuff just starts disappearing. So why would I do that? Well, maybe I don't want to look at the windshield. Maybe I want to get an internal look to the brake calipers. And maybe the brakes need to be turned off. Maybe the wheel needs to be turned off. Maybe some of these tires, I could sit here and just turn off layers, but every layer here, as you see it turning off, will expose the ones that are still turned on. So basically what also I could do is I could turn off all the layers, and then I could select part of these things and move them over or copy them and build another car or whatever. The layers allow me to isolate the entities because I've named the entities as a layer and drawn them accordingly. I'm going to give you a perfect example of that. This is the next drawing I'm going to show you. This is called a working drawing, okay? Here you see my title block, and this is a C size title block. It's a C size because A size is 8.5 by 11, B size is 11 by 17, and C size is 8.5 by 11, 8.5 by 11, 8.5 by 11, and 8.5 by 11, or two 11 by 17s, okay? So there's A, B, C, and D. This is a C size. All right, now just to give you some concept of what a working drawing is, I have my actual completed drawing here. But that started out as an empty title block, and I just started working on the different things I needed. And what was the goal of this drawing? Well, I wanted to develop a laser pattern off of the original plate. This laser pattern became a whole other drawing on another page, something printable, something cuttable. These little pieces here became sheet metal laser cutouts. They each have their own drawing number on another file. And so this plate here became a working template to work off of to develop this. So as we look in here, if I can zoom in just about right here, and I'm going to pan just a little bit and scoot around, there are typical diameter holes here, and this is a casting. And so, I do a little talking about in this drill size, tap size, thread size, countersinks, cast holes, counter bores, all things we've talked about in class, and of course we can review again. But here's a good example. These three holes, 1, 2, and 3, 0.313 diameter drill, that's a 5/16. There's three of them, quantity 3. 0.313 diameter drill through, THRU, that's correct spelling for technical drawings. So it's a through hole. You drill it all the way through. It's not a blind hole. You don't drill it part way. You drill it through. Otherwise, if you don't say that, they don't know. So this is the drill size for a 3/8/16 tap. So a 0.313 diameter drill for a 3/8/16 tap is standard for that drill size, and that's 3/8 diameter, 16 threads per inch. That's what that means. That's your tap size. Now, the alternative that's the coarse thread. The alternative would be 3/8 24 fine thread, and this would be, I believe, a 3/19 diameter drill for fine thread. It's a little larger. But those things can be found on drill charts. It's a pretty common thing. You do not have to memorize them. Now, as you look in here, we just finished doing a title block. Okay, this is actually something I did for, come on now, I'm trying to use my mouse. Okay, this is something I did for the Walter Piano Company in Indiana. I went out there for a few weeks, and this is a print that would be handed to the machine shop at the foundry that cast the metal. So what do we have here? It's the Walter Piano Company. They're the people that are consigning the job, paying for the job at this foundry for them to machine it. And it's a console plate machining, console piano. This is called a plate, and the machining are all those yellow holes. Those are my object lines, and those are specific to their patterns. Material, casting, I don't have to be specific because there's only one casting and it comes off of a pattern. The date, the quantity, they'll pencil that in each time, drawn by me, the drawing number, and first revision. Okay, that's this one. Now, if I look in here at my layers, okay, let's just take a look. How many layers do I have? Come on, I am clicking. Oh, I'm still on pan. Got to escape out of things, all right? Click on there, okay. I've got a border damper. Now, damper is something that applies to a specific set of holes. Those little holes right here in that line. Def points, something I can't make go away in the program of 2018. Dimension, engrave, frame, okay? Frame being this part here. Hidden. This, old drawing, okay? Watch what happens when I shut off old drawing. Look at all that. Look at the stuff that disappeared in there. Okay, old drawing goes away. There's my laser pattern, all right? Plate, let's see if I remove the plate. Voila, there are my holes, okay? That can be kind of useful, all right? Plate holes, I can shut the plate holes off. Yes, it's my current layer. Do I really want to shut it off? Normally you'd say no, but yes. Now, what are these blue holes here? Well, those blue holes, I believe, are countersinks or counterbores to the through holes. But there's a layer here, and I believe those blue holes are under engrave. Okay, because those are part of the laser patterns, okay? Now, I should have probably labeled them as laser, but because this is not a laser drawing, it's probably on the next drawing. Anyway, as I turn all that back on, you can see those layers help me. I can pick and place in another title block, make another drawing, and so on and so forth. So that's kind of it.